Hola peoples. Alright, so very unusual watch that I'd like to take a look at. This is from a company that I absolutely hate, but I am so shocked as to what they've created that I really had to get my hands on one and see it for myself. So, customary watch check, wearing the Citizen ProMaster SST in orange and blue. Not my favorite watch, but one that I definitely like. This was part of my search for that end-all be-all watch, do everything, alarm, analog, etc. It's not the Holy Grail, but it was one that I found on my way to that fruitless pursuit. Anyway, so without further ado, let's open this one up. Hello, Maggie. White shoes. No, sorry, just... So a bag, and inside of that bag is a box. So let's open that one up. Oh, loving this. A box in a box. And this is not the watch that I thought it was. So, not really sure what this is. Huh. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. It's obviously a Seiko alarm chrono. Interesting. So forget everything I said about finding from a company that I hate, because I absolutely love Seiko. I think I know what this is. So this is the Flightmaster. It is a watch that has received a lot of positive feedback. One that I was not expecting to arrive. I was talking to a jeweler about this and said, hey, if you find one of these, send it my way. So I'm kind of confused as to why it arrived. Interesting. Okay, well, it is the SNA Sierra November Alpha 411P1, water resistant, 200 meters, hardlex crystal. Very interesting. It is it's a Seiko chronograph, more of a tool watch than anything. But yeah, I'm kind of shocked that this is actually here. So let me pause the video and figure out why I have this. All right, so just a quick explanation of my shock. This is a great watch, nicknamed the Flightmaster. So for a while now, I've been kind of looking for, as I mentioned, this Goldilocks watch, this end-all be-all watch. Something that I would have until I kicked the bucket many, many years down the road. And some qualities that I wanted from that watch. Number one, that it would be all analog. Number two, it would have an alarm on it, so that while I am living off-grid with my wife, if I ever need to wake up at 6 a.m. to go have breakfast with the Aborigines, then I would be able to do that. Quartz, just a bit more accurate, or significantly more accurate than an automatic. I wanted that so I wouldn't have to worry about a watch speeding up and slowing down without having any way to sync it if we were off-grid. I wanted the ability to have a decent amount of lume at night so that I could see it without having to turn a light on. And this kind of ticks all those boxes somewhat, or many of the boxes. And it is a similar situation to this ProMaster SST, that along the way, this is one of those watches that kind of comes close, but doesn't hit all of those boxes. You know, for one, this is a very, very complicated dial. One that I do like, don't get me wrong, but it is definitely noisier than what I had hoped for. Number two, when I talk about usability, I don't only mean functional. I mean being able to use it successfully for basic functions like telling time, and you're in the middle of the night and I don't have my glasses on my face. Can I still see what these hands say? And with the lume and everything, I don't think that'll be a problem. But as you can see, one of the things that I complained about with the Citizens is that these hands are so small that as one ages and gets older, it's going to be harder to see these hands. It's going to be harder to see that yellow second hand, or that yellow sweep hand. It's going to be harder to see these small minute and hour hands. And so this is, again, one of those watches that comes close, but I really don't think that Goldilocks watch that I've been searching for actually exists. And so part of the reason why I was a bit shocked to see this is because I'm kind of at that point where I'm basically giving up on that hunt. And so this is just kind of a reminder that, yeah, I can get close. I'm not going to hit the mark 150%. Definitely a beautiful watch, definitely very functional, and one that I will happily wear, but it's, like I said, it's not that end-all be-all Goldilocks watch that I've been talking about. So yeah, so just a bit shocked to actually see it, even though it's gotten good reviews, and I did tell the gentleman that I was talking to that if he can get his hands on one to send it my way. I didn't think it would actually happen. So I guess my shock is the fact that this is here, and like I said, it was a watch that was difficult to get my hands on. Had I still been on that hunt for the perfect watch, this would have still been one that would have come close, but still would have ended in a bit of disappointment, because while it does come close, it is not that Goldilocks watch. Then again, neither is this Seiko, or this Citizen. What's interesting is this is basically a $200 watch. The Citizen is a $600 watch, and they have very, very similar features. Really, the only difference is, besides the type of scale that's on this Seiko, the Citizen is solar, has an LCD, which I kind of hate. This does not have the LCD. This has the alarm. This has the alarm. So I would say the Seiko, if I were to look at one of these two watches and ask which one gets closer to that Goldilocks watch, the Seiko definitely gets closer. Like I said, I just don't think what I'm looking for actually exists anymore in 2021. I'll get some more specs and add them in on this the Flightmaster. Again, Sierra November Alpha 411 Papa 1 is the SKU on this, or the item number.